Hello and welcome back to All Under Heaven. We're going to start today by talking about why I'm marrying off my daughters patrilineally and not matrilineally, as that was a question in the comments. So, main reasons are, first of all, they are not in line for succession, so we're not worried about that. I mean, I guess in theory, if we married them off matrilineally, their children would be of our dynasty, so could be in line for succession, but let's not worry about that. Number one, they're not in line for succession, so immediately we're not too worried about whether they're in our court or whether their children are of our dynasty or not, because it's not going to affect our succession in any major way. So that's step number one. Step number two is just kind of how you see the game. I like to try and create opportunities in game, and I'm trying out this thing where we're marrying off into houses again and again and again, trying to create a connection to that. So that's currently how I'm doing things. I have played it in the other way, where you just matrilineally marry off your daughters, and that works fantastically as well. You end up with a huge number of members of your dynasty, which then means that you have a huge number of your dynasty who can go and do things like they can go and get land, they can potentially be people who you can call into wars, you can get hooks on them if they're still in your house, which means that you can get money off of them if you haven't gone down the stewardship path. You have fantastic courtiers, so that means that you can end up with your court positions being filled with people who are excellent. Your council can be filled up with members of your family who you've given land to, and they'll all be fantastic in terms of their stats. There's a lot of benefits. We're just trying out something a little bit different. We've tried it out for a couple of playthroughs, and it seems to be cool, and it seems to give you connections to other courts, but it's just something to try. It's not really that big a deal one way or another. We have a lot of children, is the other thing here. Like, if we just looked at our sons, we already have 5 children here. It's a lot of people to keep track of, is the other one. Sometimes just marrying them off into other courts makes our life a little easier. Now, I guess if it doesn't actually lead to things being more interesting, the obvious change that we would make is, I'm trying to find one of our daughters who's like this. Yeah, we would probably want to just take daughters who are like intelligent and maybe keep them around and cultivate just the cream of the crop within our court. I could see that being a good argument. In fact, that might be something that we end up doing for the next generation. But for now, I'm not overly worried about it. So, there you go. Right, we're about to finish our education hall, which is cool. 6 days left on that, which is then going to make my court shooter even better, right? Yeah, so it's going to have extra aptitude, and salary is going to be even less, and we get monthly lifestyle experience. We get 2%, which is not too bad. And Confucian education trait experience gain is 40%, which means absolutely nothing for us currently, but means everything for like whoever takes over after us, right? This is a long-term thing that we've invested into there. Is our court tutor excellent anyway? Yeah, but you know, that's fine. They can be even more excellent. Right. Apart from that, what do we want to do? We could meditate in seclusion. We could hold a local examination. There was also a suggestion I should hold more events in order to give my son a better chance of gaining merit. Like hold debates and hold like examinations and other such things. Debates are just expensive. I think that's my main problem with them. They cost too much of our money, and we don't get a lot of our... Like, we don't get a lot of personal money. Examinations are things I should try and hold, though, quite often, if I can. I mean, I guess I could just hold one, right? Oh, there's no cost anyway for pass. Oh, interesting. This one we knew, like, we got for free if you get the free examination. We were assuming that this cost more the amount the further up this you went. However, it's all free cost. This is just you choosing... where you'd like your passing grade to be. Okay. We could go low grade and just try and pass as many people through this as we can. Be interesting. Yeah. When's our next son gonna come of age? Our next son is in 3 years, and I can hold an examination every 3 years. Okay, in which case we might as well just hold this now then, right? Yeah. And then we can hold one when our son comes of age. Do I actually care about having a large number of entrants? No. I think I want this one. I want restricted. Because I don't really want to earn less merit. I don't care about legitimacy at all. Do I even have legitimacy right now? I'm trying to see like the UI marker. I don't think legitimacy is something we have right now, unless I'm completely missing it on the UI. Yeah, I think that's something that maybe it's the next rank upwards gets. I actually can't see it. Maybe we... It's interesting. I'm just trying to look around, checking I'm not going crazy. But yeah, I can't see our legitimacy, so I'm assuming we don't currently have it. So, yeah, I think I'm happy to do this, and then maybe just low grade. Not really worried about making sure that we have like a minute number of passers. And then, yeah, we don't care about Dynasty members necessarily, because that's more for them taking the examination, not so much for merit, I think. So yeah, let's go for Scout Talent, although we're not really doing that either, but yeah, let's do this. Right. And this will happen in 5 months. Yu Chengfa comes of age. So this is my daughter, and she is a thrifty clerk. Okay. That now means that we can have this betrothal go through. Does this increase house relations even further? So this is Yu Han. Let me have a look. So Yu Han is this one. We're currently 30%. Let's send it. Yu Han is now at 40%. Okay, so you get 10% for the betrothal and 10% for going through with the marriage. Okay, that's cool. So there's a reason to do betrothals as well. That one's not opening, interestingly. Finish the education hall. Done that. This one, yeah, just will not open. Alright, well, we'll just click it away. I think it's just saying that somebody we have on this list got married, which makes sense because we just married off our daughter to someone. Presumably who's on the list. Yeah, so that's all it was doing. Okay. So if I have a look at you now, is there a domicile is giving a plus 20. So it's equal to yeah, half of what his learning skill is giving. Although his learning skill is giving him 40. I'm trying to figure out how 16 goes in, like how you get 40 out of it. Like what's the ratio that's causing that to come out of 40. But anyway, it means that our base with the Seneschal organizing court is 25, which is not bad, I would say. I think that's probably pretty good. So that's cool. Anyway, do we want to upgrade anything else in our estate right now? Maybe. Could also look at additional buildings as well. Like the modest rice field gets you just domicile income. It's kind of nice. Tea garden also gets you some domicile income along with disease resistance. Okay. More domicile income, but increase your holding taxes here. So we're seeing what buildings construct off of the building. Ah, yeah, there you go, internal buildings. So let's go from top to bottom. I was kind of hoping it would show in an easier way, but that's okay. As in a way that I could just go down the list. None of these are looking crazy good for us on this one. Yeah, I don't think any of those are crazy good. How about tea garden? Tea room. It increases elderly health, which is kind of interesting. That's some more domicile income and some merit. Okay. Roasting shed. More domicile income and merit. Okay. I like some of that. Market. Increases travel speed slightly. Okay. Merit. Domicile income percentage. There's a meeting room. A little bit more domicile income for the weighing bench. Vintner's shed is some mercenary hire cost stuff. Herbal hall. Mulberry copse. Yeah, I don't think... Oh, actually, that's interesting. Inspection desk increases your governor's salary. Oh. Okay. That is actually intriguing, because governor salaries, what we get from our liege, so increasing that would actually be pretty good. Although it's only going to be 1% of 0.8, which is probably not going to be quite as much as we might like. Okay. See what other stuff we've got here. I do like the idea of, yeah. I like the idea of these ones increasing our income. What was it in here I was looking at? Yeah, some of the influence stuff is okay as well. I do wonder whether it's... What I was also thinking, I wonder whether it's 1% of 0.8 or if it's 1% of like after this. I'm wondering whether it's that plus... Oh, actually, you know what? That, I think, is... Yeah, so I think it's going to be after that. So I think it's going to be 1% of 0.8 plus 30%. Because I think this comes first, because it's not got the plus. Might be wrong there, but it's still not a lot of money. I'm trying to look at it again and again, and it keeps coming up as not quite as much money as I think it should be. Yeah, I think that something like the roasting shed is kind of what we're looking for. And the tea tax desk is also okay. Yeah, maybe I'll buy a tea garden. I also kind of like the idea of the tea room for the elderly health boost. So yeah, let's make one of these. A little tea garden. Right. Back to our examination. Tutor is continuing to give our children extra bonuses. Seditious storytelling has appeared. Well, I'm currently busy, but I will get to it as soon as we can. Oh, let's clear that one. A supportive partner. It's just too much. I cannot make sense of the pattern of the family. All my notes are wrong. Useless. Treasure, are your studies troubling you? My concubine, Shiji, asked softly, carrying a tray of tea cakes. Why don't you let me join you? There's nothing we can't do if we put our minds together. Oh, and have one of the cakes. I made them for you. So study gains servile partner for 3 years, which increases the scheme phase, or decreases the scheme phase length. Your support means everything to me. Increases our success chance, or all I need is you. Let's go for the increased speed. I think that's probably quite beneficial, because that's going to make it go round and round a lot quicker, and we already have a high success chance. Yeah, so that is now speeding around. I'm in line for the province of Chensu. I'm number 1 in line for the province of Chensu up here. Okay. That's interesting. So this must be a higher rank duchy. Okay, well, I mean, if we get it, we get it, basically. I'm not too worried about it. Quite happy in our current position. Ooh, what's this? Find elder. You would like to be my disciple. Alright. I accept. I will now pin you. Cool. Right, and I can make a request on my disciple. For gold. Or an artifact. What's he got? Worn manuscript? I don't need one of those. I could ask him for men-at-arms as well. But the problem with men-at-arms is that I would still have to pay for them. Like, per month. I'll ask him for some gold. Sure. Immediately just be like, hey, I know you're my new disciple, but have you got any cash on you? That's fine. Right. Most favorable candidate. We will choose the same option we've chosen every other time here. I got my money. I bring you this humble gift. Well, I will enjoy that and lower my stress. Okay. Gained a little extra merit for my studying. Hey, you've converted the faith. Wonderful. The exam begins. Oh, what have we got here? This looks like something happened in the corner here. Wang Shou died in captivity. So, was that my elder? Or is that somebody whose house I was trying to marry into? I think this was somebody whose house I was marrying into. Okay. Now the question is, which member of your house am I marrying to which member of my house? Let's have a look here. That's not you. Not you. Not you. There we go. So it is you. Wonderful. Right. There we go. Just trying to keep track of them. And a bunch of people passed, and we got some merit. Nice. Although we didn't get as much merit as we normally get. Hey, I no longer need to gain weight. Your virtues and wit are known all under heaven. I'm seeking advice and patronage from you. I will be thankful to become your humble disciple. Alright. That's fine. Let's... I can't actually... I was seeing here whether we could ask him for stuff as well, but no. I could potentially get an alliance with you. Sure, why not? Let's negotiate an alliance. Team is fine. Okay. Gain some more merit. And I guess we'll do this. Seditious storytelling. The last of day's petitioners depart my presence with gratitude, but the fading sound of their measured withdrawal is quickly replaced by hasty footsteps bearing ill news. It's Juan Lee, his countenance grave. I've just received a most outrageous report, Your Excellency. One of those itinerant storytellers has been rousing the people in Mao Ming with stories of corrupt magistrates and government misconduct. Alright, let's go find out what's going on. Seated unnoticed at the back of the audience, I have to admit that the reports were, if anything, understated. Only the simplest simpletons could fail to take the meaning of the decidedly pointed tale of downtrodden vagabond heroes battling villainous and brazenly corrupt magistrates and bandit-like soldiers. The main villain of the piece sounds suspiciously familiar. More concerning than the storyteller's words, though, is the crowd's obvious mounting enthusiasm for them. So, because of my governor trait, I can issue a public proclamation censoring him for disturbing public order. I get merit. I suppress him, which gets us negative popular opinion. Have the brazen fool arrested at once. We'll hire our own storytellers to weave a narrative of our own and to get state-sponsored storytelling. Or arrange a discreet meeting, perhaps I can reason with them. And there's a chance that we get the turn-cloak tale teller. Alright, let's try it. I mean, the worst that happens is we lose a tiny amount of influence. It worked. Fantastic. And I've now arrived home. Fantastic. Good. Right. So now I guess we can probably meditate for a little bit. Let's go and meditate. We're going to go for the theological insights over here again. Let's go. Now we're here for 6 months. Whole bunch of new grand projects all over the place, none of which are anywhere near me. And I don't have a ton of money, so I'm not going to invest in anything that's further away. Somebody bartered with me, got me extra money. Oh yeah, also I've converted all the religion here, which is cool. So you can either fabricate claims or give me religious relations. Well, I guess religious relations it is then. Alright, because I don't need any claims, because I don't have, what's the word? An army, yes. Right, time to send my son to the examination again. He failed again. Oh well. As we'll keep trying. We've now finished our tea garden. And make a request. To the sensible Yu Xingfang, I must request your kind support in furthering my career. You'd like to give me the tiniest amount of merit in return for some candidacy score. Alright, sure. I'll do that. That seems reasonable. Right, my estate. So I can now get one of these things. I think the one I want first, though, is roasting shed. I think that makes the most sense. It's just free. It's basically just money and merit. It's exactly what I wanted. So let's continue. Hey, I love getting bartered with. It gives me extra income in all of these, which means that we're paying more to our liege and means we get more salary back, I think. Betrothed can marry. You, Zero, can now marry Gentleman Wang Daji. Sure, let's do it. They are now married and our house relations have gone up. Wonderful. Okay. I can now negotiate an alliance with them, which I don't see a reason not to. So, cool. Oh, and my daughter has come of age. Despite having had more than a fair share of experience with lying as a child, you as a row always found it difficult to apply that level of creativity in any structured fashion. Got a level 2 education. Alright. Oh! This person was mangled by a leopard? I see. My new liege is Intendant Dong Zhongfu. And I am now the governor of Pinghai. With the reassignment of Intendant Liu Yang, okay, it was announced the governance of the Pinghai province now falls to me. Having received my regalia and taken the oaths of office, I can at last move to my provincial seat in Xinjiang, or Jiang, and begin my tenure proper. Well, I'm definitely going to take the free inspection activity. I also want to know where my land is. I've moved, okay. So let's wait till I get back before I look for where my land is, because I need to wait just a little bit till we return. I've been appointed as governor to this barony. Okay, that's fine. It was just a barony that was part of the land that I'm in. Find an elder. You'd like to be my disciple? I say yes. Confucian scholar. Finish Confucian education track and have 5 disciples. Awesome. Okay. I'm waiting until we return back. We got 1 learning. Nice. Okay. Alright, so this is where our land is. Alright. It's fine. Yeah, it's a little danger, but we don't actually have any choices as to what we're doing with it. But yeah, now we have this duchy over here. Completely new duchy. Completely new requirements in our new duchy. Am I getting paid more? No. But actually my church holdings are paying me more. So that's cool. I probably have more temples. I can ask this person for examination support, and I can ask you for treasury support. Okay. I can send my children to university, because I have a university in my lands. Wait. Where's the... Well... Why has this become an option now? So if I want to send my son to university... Oh, right. I have a university in my... So I have a university somewhere in here, then. That's a seaport. Ooh, it's a unique building. Okay. That's kind of cool. Gives you a bunch of bonuses, including a lot of tax here. Alright, I can see why why this province was an upgrade. So where is the university over here? Can you see universities in the education... Not education, in the economy map mode? Yes, there we go. So this is the university. Ah, okay, cool. Alright, we actually don't get the benefits of a university because it's in a temple holding. But still, cool. We also need to put in a new chief secretary because our previous one was landed in the previous zone. So that's going to be you. Jian. Right, cool. And I guess we'll just travel over now. And we can see whether anyone gets stuck in the previous province. 1 herb for you. The impressive defensive structure at the peak of Xinjiao jungle is quite something. As I wander along the outer perimeter, I notice a peculiar person in the distance. She appears to be mumbling to herself, all the while stopping to crouch and collect what appears to be herbs of various kinds. It's almost as if she's talking to the herbs. I approach her carefully, and she looks up, various herbs displayed in her palm. Notice a spark of curiosity behind her eyes, proposing an unspoken question. So I can ask what it does, and potentially become a herbalist, or don't do that. Let's do it. Let's delay our trip. I found some poisonous herbs, so our next, our next murder scheme is going to be better, in theory. My disciple can't ask you for money. Can't ask you for money. Can't ask you for money. Okay, well, worth trying. Caught outside. We'll rest instead of taking the opportunity to, to become ill. And now, we've arrived in our new court. Stressful studies. Okay, but you gain persistent studies now, which then gives us a higher success chance for the next go round. Okay, and we can go to this local examination in a second. Let's start, though, by working out where my capital is. My capital is this one right here at the port, which means that we get this huge number of bonuses there. Right. Move estate here. Cool. So now we're over here. We had to pay the money for it, but now we've moved, which is good. Right. What is next for us? I guess what I want to do is I want to look through the holdings that we've got and take any city holdings that we can. I already have that city holding, apparently. Okay. I should take your city holding. Yep. Just gonna revoke that from you. Revoke appointment. There we go. Cool. So that'll be ours now. I mean, we could have let him keep it, but, like, I mean, we might as well have it, right? It's a very, very good holding. Not quite as good as our capital, but, you know, still a very good holding. So that's fine. Over here, we can't take your stuff because you currently have a county, and if you try and take them from a county, they get really annoyed at you. Actually, apparently they don't. Oh yeah, because administrative, they don't get annoyed at you. Oh, it doesn't give you tyranny. Oh. Well, I'm definitely going to take it then. Sorry, Prefect Wang Peng Yu. That's my land. Right. Oh wait, that's not the same Wang family that we have over here, right? We had a Wang family over here somewhere, didn't we? No. Although I think I have seen that family before. Oh no, this is how... Yeah, so House Wang, but it's a different symbol. Or sorry, different sigil. So that's fine. Coat of arms, whatever. Right. Cool. So that's that done now. So now I get to hold on to those two titles, and then this should disappear off, and it should be leased off to my church person, who will then pay us extra money for it, which will then go into here. Wonderful. Do I want to go to this local examination that's kind of nearby? Yeah, I also want to do this as well. Also, what's the religion like over here? Oh, it's all a different religion. Well, I can continue converting, I guess. I'm not too worried about it being a different religion, but... So we both consider ourselves righteous, but... I mean, I could just... It's just kind of something to do. I forgot that it makes you lose development. I think that's a fairly new thing. It might even have been this patch. Well, not this patch, as in, like, the patch for All Under Heaven. Huh. Do I care? I guess I do. Yeah. I guess I don't really care about it as long as they don't have negative popular opinion due to it. And they don't. So that's fine. The other one did because it was being converted. Okay. So this one does have... These guys are considered a stray. So we might want to convert either of those. Just not our capital. Our capital is fine. Okay. Well, I'm going to convert this new holding then. Sure. Oh, actually, that's the one our liege is converting. We'll convert this one instead, because I remember seeing the pop-up at the bottom corner for a liege. Right. Let's go. Yep. Happy to travel there. And we're off. Okay. Regency begins, but that's fine. We got motivated workers, so building construction time is down. Assembly awaits. New Wanderer perk. Let's grab ourselves a new perk, which is inspection, which is not going to do a ton for us, but, you know, there you go. Let's see, so we're at 5.2. Let's take it. I'm now at 5.2. Okay, so it did absolutely nothing for our money, but that's fine. Okay. So we will demonstrate how to properly pour tea, which we've seen before. That gets me a diplomacy perk. Nice. Let's grab Flatterer. Makes the befriend scheme quicker. I'm going to keep going down this path because friendly council is actually pretty good, because if you have 5 friends you get 10 skill points, which is an acceptable amount. Reflecting on Mengzi. I've read this line countless times, yet its essence remains elusive. Mengzi says, a great person is one who retains their child's heart. What do you make of that? Well, I can get some piety here, the rest of it I don't care about. Rightful order above all, I get some merit, or one must achieve meaning by themselves. I'm going to grab the merit, even though it's only 10 merit. It's better than, like, almost nothing in terms of piety. The weight of the ink, we will experiment because there's no reason for us not to. Vanishing essays, you simply rewrite them, right? Oh, but I don't need the learning lifestyle experience anymore. Well, that's interesting. In which case, I will get merit. Cool. Carrying on. As these people are trying to swap seats, well, I will call out their scheme. We will grade each other's answers. I will gain the learning lifestyle thing here, because I want the merit. I've been appointed this guy's court chronicler. Ooh, cool. Private invitation. I can stop being this person's rival if I do this. Oh, I could. Yeah, let's stop being his rival and get some merit. Right. Now we wait for the examination to finish. My children continue to gain more stats. And fantastic, I get some more merit. We have traveled home. That's cool. Right. This person bartered with me, so I get recently bartered, some more holding taxes. Cool. I can send my child to the exam again. Oh, actually, this is the first time. He's 6. He failed. Well, fair enough. And now we have made our way back. Wonderful. Okay. Well, that's my income from court. Oh, from court position. Sorry, I was reading it wrong. I thought it said from church. In my head, I was like, church? No, court positions. Yes, I was going to check what we got here. So we get a tiny little salary and some prestige from being the court chronicler. Also, we get some general opinion, which is nice. All right, cool. Well, I'm going to end the episode there. Next time, we'll figure out what we're doing governing this new place. So thank you for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.